What if everything you thought you knew about real estate was about to change? 2025 is shaping up to be a seismic year for house prices, and the reasons might surprise you. In this video, we'll discuss why house prices will skyrocket in 2025. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Persistent low inventory. The ongoing inventory crunch. 2025's housing market is starving for supply, with only a 4-month supply of homes available, down from a balanced 6-month benchmark. Per Realtor.com competition is fierce. New construction lags behind demand, with housing starts dropping 2% from 2024, according to Fannie Mae data. The game changer that'll shock you? Builders can't keep up. Zoning laws and labor shortages slow projects, leaving buyers scrambling for scraps. High-speed internet connects listings to apps instantly, but with so few homes, bidding wars are spiking prices. While new builds offer incentives like rate buydowns, the shortage keeps values soaring. To snag a deal in this frenzy, act fast. Hesitation costs thousands. Number 9. Rising mortgage rates. Rising mortgage rates are tightening the squeeze on homebuyers. In March 2025, the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage hit 6.9%, up from 6.5% just last fall, according to Bankrate. That seemingly small 0.4% jump adds around $150 per month on a $400,000 loan, translating to nearly $54,000 over the loan's lifetime. And what's fueling this climb? Inflation concerns. Tariffs on essential goods like steel and lumber, which are up 10% since January, are stoking those fears. While some economists project a slight dip to 6.7% by year's end, rate volatility makes it risky to wait. Digital mortgage apps make approvals faster, but pricier loans force buyers to bid higher on fewer homes. Many are turning to adjustable rate or interest-only options, but those come with their own risks. If you're house hunting, consider locking your rate now, because every delay could price you out of your dream home. Number 8. Millennial and Gen Z demand. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, over 72 million millennials are now in their peak home buying years between ages 30 and 40. Meanwhile, 20 million Gen Zers are just entering the workforce, hungry for their first place. Together, they're creating a tsunami of demand that's overwhelming the current housing supply. What's turbocharging this trend? Inheritance. Over $2 trillion in generational wealth is being passed down annually, giving young buyers sizable down payments. Tech-savvy and social media-driven, these buyers are turning platforms like X and TikTok into real estate battlegrounds, sparking bidding wars within hours of listings going live. Urban condos and affordable suburban homes are especially hot, with prices going 5% above asking. Co-buying with friends is growing in popularity as a cost-cutting strategy. If you're looking to compete, act fast, because this generational power shift is only gaining momentum. Number 7. Corporate investment surge. It reveals a powerful force few talk about: corporate investors reshaping the housing landscape. In 2024 alone, institutional investors like Blackstone poured $50 billion into single-family homes, per the National Association of Realtors. In key swing states and suburban areas, these corporations are snapping up as much as 10% of all listings. Their biggest advantage? Cash. Corporations routinely outbid average buyers by 10 to 15%, backed by advanced AI tools that pinpoint undervalued homes in milliseconds. These firms rarely flip properties. Instead, they convert them into long-term rentals, keeping supply off the market and prices high. Blockchain technology now speeds up title transfers, allowing corporations to close deals in days. While a few states are attempting to cap corporate buying, legal loopholes and shell companies allow them to continue growing. Number 6. Immigration-driven growth. Immigration is fueling housing demand like never before. In 2025, the U.S. expects to welcome around 395,000 new immigrants, according to federal targets, each seeking a place to live. Cities like Toronto, Miami, and New York are seeing surges. Redfin reports that up to 20% of recent property sales in these hotspots are to newcomers. What's driving the spike? Cultural clustering. Immigrants often settle in tight-knit, culturally familiar neighborhoods, which drastically inflates demand for specific zip codes. That demand drives competition and prices upward, especially for starter homes. Thanks to 5G connectivity and virtual tours, international buyers are purchasing properties without stepping foot inside. In fact, many of them are offering 8% above asking price just to secure their ideal location. Number 5. Tariff-induced construction costs. Construction costs in 2025 are soaring, and it's tariffs that are lighting the fire. The U.S. imposed 25% tariffs on Canadian lumber and Chinese steel in Q1 of this year, according to the National Association of Home Builders, NAHB. These materials are essential to building new homes, and their cost has surged by 12%, tacking on a whopping $30,000 to the price of constructing an average $400,000 home. The most eye-opening twist? Builders aren't absorbing these expenses. They're passing them straight to the buyer, pushing new home prices up by nearly 10% in certain regions. Supply chain disruptions, even with cloud-tracked logistics, are causing 3-month delays, adding to the frustration. As builders scale back to preserve margins, existing homes gain serious value simply by being available. Number 4. Remote work reversal. We're seeing a sharp U-turn. Remote work is fading fast. A 2025 Pew Research survey reports that 60% of companies now require employees to return to the office at least 3 days a week. That's triggering a dramatic urban revival, with city center housing demand skyrocketing. Prices for condos in metro hubs have jumped 15% since 2023, and the surge isn't slowing. The big surprise? Buyers are now paying 10% premiums for homes near transit lines to slash commute times. Virtual staging apps and 3D walkthroughs let city properties shine online. But there's a catch. Low inventory means that 20% of urban homes now sell above asking price within days. While suburban markets remain steady, many are cooling slightly as workers shift back to city life. Number 3. Wealth effect from equity. The wealth effect is turbocharging today's housing market. Since 2020, the average U.S. homeowner has gained a whopping $147,000 in home equity, according to the National Association of Realtors, NAR. That kind of financial cushion is giving people the confidence to upsize, invest, or even buy second homes. But here's the kicker. With the S&P 500 climbing 12% in 2024, many homeowners are also riding high on stock market gains, fueling bold bidding behavior. Luxury listings in cities like Austin, Miami, and Scottsdale are being scooped up fast, with 30% of all home sales in Q1 2025 exceeding the $500,000 mark. Fintech platforms like Better and Rocket Mortgage now offer instant equity loans, helping sellers become buyers again, creating a feedback loop that keeps prices rising. Number 2. Federal land release. At number 2, we've got a game-changing policy shakeup. The federal land release that's stirring up massive speculation in the housing market. As part of Trump's 2025 economic revitalization plan, over 1 million acres of federal land are being made available for development, according to J.P. Morgan analysts. But here's the catch. Zoning approvals and environmental assessments are causing delays of up to 18 months, which means supply won't meet demand anytime soon. And that's creating a frenzy. Investors are jumping in now, bidding up homes 12% higher in nearby areas based on anticipated growth. GIS-powered real estate tools are spotlighting the hottest zones before they hit the mainstream, especially in states like Nevada, Texas, and Arizona. Number 1. Inflation and policy pressures. Topping our list at number 1 is a 1-2 punch shaking the entire housing ecosystem. Inflation and policy pressures that are reshaping buyer behavior in real time. In Q1 2025, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, jumped to 3.5%, driven largely by tariff increases of 10% on essential imports like steel, aluminum, and appliances, according to Goldman Sachs. What does that mean for housing? Home prices tend to mirror inflation, and Redfin now projects a national home price increase of 5% in 2025 alone. But the real price-propelling factor? Rate lock-in. Millions of homeowners who secured 3% mortgages during 2020 to 2021 are simply refusing to sell. Listings are down 20% year over year, creating a supply crunch that's fueling aggressive bidding wars. Thank you for watching. Hope you're ready to navigate this rocket ride. For more market mayhem like this video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.